Services trade is development in action. It is income, it is dignity, and it is empowerment. Services account for over 2/3 of global GDP, more than half of employment, and over half of world trade in value-added terms. Services have been the fastest growing component of world trade over the last 2 decades, and the digital revolution has supercharged this trend.
We are introducing several new TS4D tools and resources this week, developed jointly with the World Bank. The Trading Services Competitiveness Diagnostic Dashboard.
So this is the entry page, share information on the different work streams.
A practical, data-driven platform that allows policymakers to see clearly where they stand in terms of strengths and weaknesses and how they compare with others. We're also launching the new handbook on good regulatory practices to help governments build regulatory systems that are transparent, efficient, and predictable.
TS4D initiative is central to both of our objectives to support developing countries in harnessing the benefits of trade and services. It's also an area where we really complement each other very well, right? So WTO brings its expertise on legal frameworks and convening power for negotiations, whereas the World Bank Group supports the design and implementation of reforms through financing and country engagements.
May I be so bold as to say that economic development of any country can be measured by the robustness of their services sector and by their levels of trade in services. It is now crucial that Africa and other developing regions rapidly and consistently increase their levels of trade in services. This increase must be accompanied by diversification towards high-value services, especially in the knowledge and digital economies.
Cambodia is on the way to graduation in 2029. The government try their best to integrate services trade into the government policy for the next 5 years. We don't want to see the low-value services. That's why we need to build the country. We need to build our people equipped with knowledge-based skills so that they can advance the country.
Everybody agrees that services is very important. Maybe what we need to do is just to move from theory to practice in each country, and I think it starts with a good strategy. What we can do, what we have been doing, also with the World Bank, we have established a knowledge hub in Saudi Arabia. Whatever we have learned in terms of changing our policies, reforming and transforming the economy, we are teaching other countries. We will show you what we have done in the past 9 years, what has worked for us and what hasn't worked for us, so you can start from wherever we've stopped.
Services are where the action is at in the global economy right now, and I think one of the unfortunate spillover effects of the tariff turbulence we've seen this year is a huge amount of attention has gone on merchandise trade, and we're kind of forgetting that services is the growth factor in the global economy.
From a business point of view, services is not just another sector. They are the connecting tissues that link our domestic economy to the global market and the link to growth to inclusion.
We've seen how important services are for the global economy and for global trade. The UK definitely wants as many countries as possible to be part of that global market. How do you do that? Well, you need to understand where you need to improve your regulatory framework, where do you have advantages in terms of your own services provision, and that's exactly what the TS4D initiative does.